Okay, guys, so the monsters took a lot more time than Miss Holsapple expected today, and they're so fun, and I wanted to make sure that you guys were able to see video of me doing the monsters. So, remember, this is what we did, and here's one of them, and remember, see, I even did it on a lined piece of paper to show you that just use what you have, and inside, we'll start by drawing this first. Here's the other one. And the surprise inside, this one had a balloon, a little party, and some ice cream. And then, again, just the starting of the line drawing, which that's what we'll start on in a minute. And Miss Holsapple will do the line drawing for you, and then you'll be able to create it any way you want. See, this one has braces and little bubbles on her tummy. All right, so we'll get started. The first thing we need to do is fold our paper. So remember, here is our piece of paper, long ways, right? You're going to fold it in half like a hamburger. So it's going to be long like this. This is hamburger style. When Mrs. Holsapple says hamburger, when I say hot dog, which this is not how we fold it, but it'll be long ways. This will be hot dog style. But today we need to hold it up and down and fold it in half hamburger style. So it'll be big like a hamburger. So put them together and make sure you get a good crease in them. So Miss Holsapple is going to set it down, put a crease in her paper. So kind of opens like a book. Fold it in half and it opens like a book, like this. This part that does not open here, put it towards my face. Towards my face, the open part will be towards the bottom, like this. So hamburger style, fold it in half, turn my book, and this part here I'm going to fold up towards my face, and I'm going to line it up with the top right here, and then I'm going to crease this. So I'm going to set it down, I'm going to crease it, because I'm going to fold it in half again. So get started like this, like a book. Turn the part that does not open towards my face, the open part towards the bottom, towards the floor, and fold this side up. And I creased it right here. Make a good crease, okay? This is how it should look to start drawing my monster. So this part should be at the top. This should be closest to my body when I turn it around to draw. So when I put it here on the board like this, this is how it should be. This is going to be the top, the head, just like this. My head's going to be drawn up here, the top, and the body's going to be down here, the single piece of paper. That's where my body will be drawn. So that's where this, just like this. So this will be where my head is drawn, okay? So if you need to pause the video and watch it again, however you need to do, make sure that this part, the bigger piece, the accordion piece, that is where I'm going to draw my head. So this part will be closest to my body. If I was laying on pretend like this is my table, this part here is closest to my body. This one would be farther away from me. This is where I'll draw my head. So let's get started. Miss Holsapple, so it didn't open, I just put a paper clip here. You don't have to put a paper clip on yours. I did it because it's up here and it's not laying on a table. First thing I'm going to do right here, the corner of my paper, right about here, I'm just making a quick mark so you can see it. That's where I'm going to start. I'm going to go straight line up, kind of curve over, just a small curve, and then I'm going to kind of curve in like a smile, and then I'm going to go straight line down. And it don't matter if it's perfect, it doesn't matter if it's perfect, because it's a monster and he can be fun and creative. So see how it has a little divot there? So I just did straight line up, just a smile right in there. And if you wanted to, if you would like to just make yours, here, I'll do it again. If you would just like to make yours a upside down smile, you can do that too. That could be a monster's head, no problem. Do it any way you would like, because here, what I could do here is one big eye if you wanted to. This is just an example. So, and then he just have one big eye, you know, and a little eyebrow. Could do it just like that. So that's one way to do it. And this is another way. This is the way we did it in class. I did it in class. I'm going to keep going with this one. I might go ahead and pull that one up and do that one really quick too. I have fun making these monsters. Next thing I'm going to do is this monster is going to have two eyes. And again, he's a monster, so he doesn't have to have two of the same size eyes. My monster has two different size eyes. Then I'm going to give him a pupil. He's going to look over to the side. And some eyebrows. Just little curves. So just the eyes. However you'd like to do it. And then he's going to have some noses. I'm just going to make two little nostrils in between my eyes down here. Just like that. And then my monster needs a mouth. But remember how my monster right on top of the opening right here? And then make sure it's at the bottom too, because this is going to help us when we open our monster mouth, connect our monster mouth, okay? So a little bit on top, as you can see, a little bit on top and a little bit on bottom. I'm also going to give it little curves, kind of like he might be a little bit smiling, just like that, or her, however you'd like to do. Now let's give our monster some horns. So over here to the side, I'm going to do a curve. Just like that. Just a curve. And then a little bit up here towards the top of his head, I'm going to give it a curve and connect that horn. Now I could just leave it with one horn, but I'm going to go ahead and give him two horns. That way I'm doing another horn for everybody. He's go down here and an upside down smile. And then up here to the top, an upside down smile to connect the horns. Now I have two horns. Now let's go to the bottom. I think that's all I'll do for him. I'm going to go to over here where we started on the side of his head. I'm going to go down, but not all the way down. Straight line down, but not all the way down. Because we're going to give him a foot. So now we'll do a side smile for his foot over just a little bit farther past the line down, and then a straight line up just a little bit, not too far. Then come over here to the other side of your head and go straight line down, not all the way down again, because we got to give him another foot. And then a side smile towards the other side of your paper, go in just a little bit, and then a little bit up, not all the way. And we're going to make like a rectangle, but we're not going to close it here at the bottom because those are his feet. But we're going to close it up here and connect those two lines. Now, right here at those two lines, I'm going to give our monster a tummy. So here at the line up from his foot, I'm going to go just a small arch. It's kind of crooked, but that's okay. He's got a crooked tummy. So there's my monster. Now I can give my tummy some lines. I did that, I think, in a couple of my monsters. However you'd like to do. You can give it polka dots. I think in her, I gave her some polka dotted. Now you can color it in your eyes. You can give it in other people. You can give his horn some lines if you'd like. I give him two little lines if you'd like. However, you can give him polka dots in his ears or in his horns if you'd like. Now the fun part begins. Miss Holsapple's going to unclip her paper and bring the paper down. There we go. Now we got to connect the monsters lines. Start here at the top and go down all the way. Do not worry if it gets a little bumps or crevices in it, because it's a monster and you can have fun with him. Again, at the top here, at the side of his head, go straight line down. And again, don't worry. You could even give your monster some scales on either side. Have some fun with your monster in here. Now let's connect his mouth. So here where we made the line when he was small, remember how we did the little bit of line here when he was small? We wanted to make sure to get at the top and the bottom. So now when you pull them apart, see how they're apart? And we can connect these two inside. So all the way down. And again, all the way down. Marker's running out of juice. I gotta get some more. All the way down. Now there's his mouth. And again, you can have fun with his mouth. You can give your monster braces. You could give your monster just square teeth and have fun and a tongue. You could give your monster scary teeth, roar, however you'd like to do. I think I'm going to give my monster this time kind of jagged, square, or scary teeth. So they're going to be triangles. So your one line, because there's 3 lines to a triangle, your one line is made already here. So you'll go straight line or a diagonal line there, and then a diagonal line up. So a upside down triangle. And then again, I'm going to do a small triangle, diagonal line there, not quite as far as the other one, and diagonal line to the other side. There's those two. I think I'm just going to give him 2 teeth up here. And then I'll do triangle here. So diagonal line up, diagonal line down, diagonal line up, not quite as far as that one, diagonal line down. I'm going to give it 3 teeth at the bottom, diagonal line up, and to the side, diagonal line down. So there's my inside of my monster mouth. Now if you'd like to add other things like I did here, the party one, I gave my monster some arms. Now when I did that, I drew my monster first with a pencil. And remember, I've always encouraged you to try to use a pencil. That way, if you'd like to erase, I was able to add a bow, and then I was able to erase out the little marks up here where his head was. And then in his arms, I was able to connect them a little bit. But you can, if you had to use a crown or whatever, it still would look good. So I just did a line up and another line up, kind of like a diagonal. And I just did a few fingers. Now remember, it's a monster, so he can just have 3 fingers. And over here, same thing, diagonal line up, and just add just kind of half circles. And there's his other. And he's like, whoa! And you can put things in his hands if you'd like an ice cream cone or balloon, whatever you'd like to do. If you'd like to add a balloon, I just do a little string there in his hand. And he can have, and then kind of just a oval circle. There's a little balloon. And then if you'd like to maybe have him have some flowers, you could do a little circle, and then half circles all the way around your little circle. And then a stem, like he's holding it in his hand. Now he has a flower and a balloon. All right, guys, that's all for today. Like I said, you can make your monster any which way you'd like. If you'd like to give him some polka dots, you can make him circles inside of his, half circles, however you'd like to do. If you would like to add stripes to him, whatever you'd like, make it unique and special. And when you're done, I would love to see them. So make sure that you post them. All right, guys, can't wait to create with you this week and next, and having a lot of fun. I'm very proud of you, and you guys are doing awesome jobs. Have a wonderful day.